Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me in this video. What you are seeing is the glimpse of the full day program that was conducted at GVG Visalakshi College, Udumalpet on April 28, 2022. This is the day one of the skills enhancement program, which is actually for 70 hours. And this was at 11 o'clock in the morning. After the inauguration, the students all gathered in a gallery type classroom and started giving this cognitive behavior therapy for the students in the name of transformation vocabulary. Because in this 70 hours, these students needed an extensive purpose of coming to the stage and speaking, so they had to really work on their stage fright. So I started with the transformation vocabulary. I started giving statement by statement, one by one. And after the exercise, after the therapy that was regularly demonstrated in the classroom, the students cooperated really well. And after the therapy, I wanted all of them to come to the stage if they were interested. And they were able to come to the stage. They were really interested to come to the stage. And this was just a kind of a warm-up that was given to the students. You see, every single person has come to the stage, and it was a kind of an eye-opener for them as to make them understand that stage fright is nothing but an illusion, and it's a delusional feeling that is happening in the mind. There is nothing called a stage fright, and they understood that. And we straight away got into the aligned purpose of, getting into an exercise, and team by team, the students should come to the stage and make the presentation. So, in this format of making the students understand about the stage fright illusion and making them understand that the courage to come to the stage is a state of mind, I wanted to set a platform about creativity exercise, and I wanted to give them a creative exercise called as the Robinson's Crime. It was a story for which they will have to give the solution. I involved 3 characters. The main character's name was Robinson. The students started taking notes of that particular explanation, and 7 teams were segregated. There were 130 students, and 7 teams were segregated, and every single team will have to go for a team discussion. A team talk time will be given for them, and based on that, they will have to come to the stage and present. So they were given the free time and freedom to move around the hall, and they were also asked to prepare a flip-charted presentation, kind of cue cards or kind of glued set of points into their hands so that they can come and make presentation easily. After about 10 minutes or 15 minutes of team talk time, slowly, one by one, the teams started getting emerged. They started coming up to the stage and they started speaking. They brought their notes and they gave solutions for the story that was given to them. And it was good to see the students completely involved in this activity. Every single student was supposed to think the solution out of her own mind. The phone references, internet references were prohibited, and they were able to have only 2 sources. Source number 1, they need to think about the solution by their own selves. And source number 2, they can talk with their team members, brainstorm the ideas, and they can come to the stage and present, which is what you are seeing. All the 7 teams, one by one, they came. Some teams, some 10 members came, and in some teams, some 4 or 5 members came. But eventually, all the 7 teams made real good presentation about the solutions. I should tell you, they came up with very, very promising kind of solutions for the case study that was given to them. And this was day 1, and students didn't appear as though they were having their shackles on day 1. They adopted really well, and they tried to give their best. Some students spoke in English, some students were hesitant to speak in English, and I thought there was ample time remaining for them to get conditioned to speak in English. So I gave them the freedom and liberty to speak in their own vernacular language, and they made a lot of presentations, and sometimes some of the funny moments emerged too. That is actually needed for a long day's session. So it was a good crowd, and all the 130 members were so cooperative. And we completed day 1 with the presentations, and then I explained about the personality factors and the fulfilled life factors as their takeaways. So the takeaways were transformation vocabulary and the fulfilled life factors on day 1. Thank you so much.